Bound by Fate and Blood by Jenna O'Malley. The Merna Annals, Book 1.
Chapter 35. Neftiri. Thank you for your report, Cyrus. Please, your archers and the winged ones should rest for a time. Allow someone else to oversee the security details. You do not take your own advice, my dear. Please see to your own comforts, Neftiri. He bowed in reverence she didn't believe she deserved, and she lingered as he departed. She thought, the losses are as great as we feared this time. I cannot allow this burden to rest on Rochelle's shoulders any longer. There you are, Neftiri. Koi, it's good to see you. She welcomed Abraxas into her presence at a distance. Our meals for the masquerade going as planned. Always straight to the point. She plucked a strand of hair from his face. Like Papa, do not speak of the past to me. It was a compliment, Abraxas. What bothers you? We have many things going on. He had to escape her before his hatred for her loving kindness poisoned him. Acknowledging the connection between them rotted, she asked the void, when did I lose him to the abyss and its darkness? How long has it poisoned his heart? Giving up on him hurt. He left her little choice. Heading toward her chambers, she pushed the negativity aside. Celebration for their victory lay ahead with the masquerade, and arriving socially drained wasn't a grand idea. Rolf and Maria had kicked everybody out of the galley, so she made herself scarce. Sliding magical locks into place on her chamber door, she sighed. What did your brother say? Ian lounged in a warm bath with steam rising to haze the room on the other side. My thoughts cannot be that loud all of the time. No. The look on your face told me, lass. Only your koi elicits that response from you. She rolled up her sleeves as she approached the tub. He studied her face further once she leaned over him. You are always in a state of sorrow when you two have spoken. She leaned over the tub, rubbing into his skin with a shrug. Letting the topic go, she inspected the way his muscles reacted to her touch. Once she located the triangle of knots in his neck, she stroked them apart from one another with her thumb pads. He winced and froze, locking the muscle group further. She stippled them apart with tenderness until they submitted, and he groaned her name with a shudder. You need to let your beard grow, Ian. We have to disguise your face. If I can trim it for maintenance, I have no objection. He eased into her touch as she used a jug of water to pour over his head. Her free hand ran along his hairline to guide residual rivulets from going down into his eyes. My hair can be the same. Good. She languished in the way his locks slipped through her touch, and she wouldn't mind having more of it to tend. She lathered musty cleansing lotion through his hair, sweat and dirt taking up residence against his scalp obeyed her massaging fingers to leave. Her nails scraped along his skin and invoked more shuddering from him. Using a towel, she wrapped his hair after wringing free what water and suds would vacate. She resisted the urge to lean over and claim his lips. She cleansed his neck, shoulders, back, and abdomen in lulling circles. Denying what awaited her lower, under the water's surface, would be foolish. She didn't want to deny either of them any longer. Why do you hesitate? He asked. She gulped. You know why. He twisted in the water, leaning over the edge of the tub. Those perceptive lips latched onto her earlobe. Do I? Yes, please. No, do not do this to me now. He latched onto her neck, and his tongue stroked over her pulsing jugular. Damp fingers clutched his shoulders, and she didn't know how much longer she could resist the temptation driving his skilled assault. If he respected her, it was up to him to prove it. I can take care of things from here, lass. You should visit Lee to prepare for another gathering, though. He balanced out the other side of her neck. Have you been invited again? Yanairana informed me to appear regarding the recent victory. His infernal lips speckled another kiss to each cheek in the center of her forehead. I assume the masquerade starts afterward. 5 sacred points of contact. He knows them. Vovary, you meddling, conniving book lizard, she thought, as she failed to recover from his way of expressing adoration. Yes, it should last well into the day, Ian. I taught Maria a new drink using coffee, so make sure to enjoy some. Her first batch was a little bitter, and she will counteract it with sugar for the second attempt. Neftiri's nose scrunched in distaste. You Europeans and your love of sweetness. Standing from the bath, he wrapped a towel around his waist. Kissing her nose as he leaned over, he whispered, Hard to resist when you smell so sweet yourself. Not sure I am a fan of the way those flowers disguise your scent after you bathe, either. He adored her stammering for a reply. Would you wear your new outfit the seamstress delivered today? He replied, I expect to see you in the white dress in exchange. She left the room before he could see the blush creeping across her skin further. Lost in the memory replaying his lips on her neck, she went to Lee's chambers to change and receive final approval on her hair and makeup. Seeing Rochelle sitting in front of Lee wasn't an unwelcome surprise. The second you argue, I will seek Frey and inform him to take you to bed, Rochelle stated as Neftiri entered the room, adjusting the tiara in place as Lee pinned curls as well. He has been so moody today. Please do not. Lee said with brutal honesty. Oh, she Feda, thank goodness you're here. It's good to see you. Hello, dears. Neftiri tried not to seem so flustered. Has anyone mentioned guests being invited to attend tonight's gathering? Rochelle smirked. I know why, and I'm not saying. Lee cursed. Unfair. Nobody said anything to me. Do not feel bad, Lee. Neftiri defended with a weird sensation rumbling through her nerves. I am left in the dark on this one, too. Be sure to let me know what happens. Frey will tell you the minute he arrives for the masquerade. Rochelle thanked Lee with a hug before the catkin helped Neftiri out of her gown. The silly buffoon will probably forget and ignore me another night. Lee was disgruntled and pulled a white sheath of fabric over Neftiri's head. She giggled. Lee, did you pick this dress? It belongs in a vault. It's almost as old as I am. Ian picked it. When I stopped in earlier to check his attire's fit, he insisted I have this dress ready for tonight for you.